All right, so you've made your first bracelet, and now you're asking yourself, well, how do I hide the knot that I got from tying my strings? Well, I'm going to cover 3 different ways today that we can actually hide that knot. Either in thinking about it before you have started stringing your bracelet, and one technique as well for if you've already strung your bracelet and you're now not sure what to do. So let's get started on those 3 techniques. So the first comes with some premeditation. So you have to be thinking about it while you're designing your bracelet. So the first technique is to use a spacer bead that has a larger hole. So a lot of your metal spacer beads can have like a 2 mm size hole. You're not going to want something obviously with a small hole like the rest of your beads are. So like this is a gemstone bead. You probably can't actually see the hole, but this is a 1 mm hole. It's not big enough for your knot to fit into. When we're looking at spacer beads, a lot of spacer beads can have up to a 2 mm hole or even bigger. Like this one is probably possibly even like a 2.5, 3 mm. Those are great for being able to slide your knot into when you're done. So if this bead was my spacer, then I would simply just go bloop and slide it in there, and that works great. The next thing to consider, so spacer beads is one. The other thing you can consider is actually your feature beads. So I have this large black bead here on this bracelet. And if you have a large bead that actually has a larger hole, that also can work as the spot that hides your knot. So any of these beads that I have here have a larger hole, can be my focal of my bracelet, but it can also be the place that hides my knot. So that's 2 different ways. Is you can it can be a focal bead, it can be a spacer bead. Any of your beads that have a larger hole can hide that knot. So one thing with this method that you can do is that you need to be thinking of it as you're stringing your bracelet. So when you begin, you don't want to just pick a random bead place to start stringing. You want to actually start at that bead to make sure your knot winds up to go into that bead. So like I said, I don't want to start over here somewhere. If this is my spacer bead that I'm wanting to have the knot go into, I want to start or end with that bead. Usually I start with it because it's just the easiest for my brain, but if it's easier that you want it at the end of your strand, it really makes no difference. So if I was to start stringing this bracelet, that's where I would start. If, say, this spacer bead was the bead that I was shooting for to have my hole, it's got a nice big hole, it's kind of tapered on the inside, works really good for that knot to go into, then once again, I would start with that bead. I'm going to go ahead and string this up, and then I'll show you how it will just nicely tuck away. Okay, so I went ahead and strung up this bracelet and tied my knot. So now I have my knot in between either one of these, which are both my large hole beads. You will need to obviously have one, but for this demo, I'm showing you both. We're going to go in and cut down my string. If you want to learn how to tie a bracelet knot that's not going to come undone, I'll show you that actually quickly at the end of this video. So hang around. So if you want to hide it, like I said, now it just automatically just popped right into this bead right here. It just hid it all by itself. I didn't even have to slide it in or anything. But say our black bead is the one I wanted to actually hide it into. You can then purposefully try to stick the ends in there. So sometimes with some of them, if the hole isn't huge, you have to purposefully kind of stretch it in and pull it and direct it a little bit. But once you get it in there, then it's just going to stay. And you never have to worry about that spot where it's kind of like going on an angle because you got the ends sticking out funny. And that is the first 2 ways that we can hide a knot is, like I said, either a spacer bead or a large focal bead. So the last method is if you already made your bracelet and you're not really sure what to do now, we can use something called a crimp bead cover. So they are normally for crimps, which are something you put on like a tiger tail wire or a multi-stranded wire. But they also work in bracelet making. So I pre-made this bracelet. We got our strings here. We're going to clip those down. And then we're going to put one of these crimp covers on, or rather we're actually going to put 2 because I don't like things uneven. So we're going to put 1 on each side of our focal bead here, and they're going to become our spacer bead, even though I didn't add them on while I designed my bracelet. So the way we use a crimp bead cover is They are essentially a bead that is open, and you just have to pop it on over top of that string. So you can see where it's going to hide that knot. And then you have to slowly close it. So you can't just like squish it because it's going to kind of buckle really funny. So very slowly go through and tap each side. So I'm bracing the back side with the bottom of my plier here to tap it down. And now I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Make sure your strings are short enough to fit inside. This guy's still trying to stick out. So put your tool underneath, try and position it, and not have the string escape. So this method is a little bit more tricky for beginners to get that crimp bead to sit where you want it, but with some practice you will get the technique. I don't actually do this a ton. I don't use a lot of them, so I'm feeling out of practice right now. But like I said, in a pinch, when you are already finished a bracelet, or say you bought a bracelet and you have the cord sticking out and you're not liking it, this is the perfect way to hide that bead. So look at now, I have a spacer bead that you wouldn't know that I just put on there. And there we go. We have a bead on each side now that you wouldn't know I added after that this bracelet was already made to hide that knot. So that's our 3 ways. You can use a large focal bead, you can use a spacer bead, or you can use a crimp cover. Those are 3 pretty easy ways to do it. And if you want to know how I tie my bracelets, I will show you that real quick now. So I use a clear elastic thread. I personally don't like the multi-stranded ones because I find they fiber out and like get all stringy over time and get tiny little pieces. So I prefer the crystal thread. I have it linked in the description if you want to purchase ours. You're going to start by making a box knot or a granny knot, so just 2, one over top of the other knots, and pull that nice and snug. So I get in there and pull kind of all 4 strings and give it a nice little snug. It's this second knot that I find that is more important. So you're going to put your index finger over top of the knot. You're going to loop over top of your index finger and swing through the bracelet. So you've now created a loop over your finger, and you're going to kind of click that wire up in between your beads. Now you're going to pinch your thumb and your index finger and pull that loop over top of your thumb. So the small strings are now going to be coming out. And so what that did is now instead when we do like a box knot, your strands are in the same direction to pull with your bracelet. So whenever you stretch your bracelet, those box knots can kind of sort of slide at times with a certain type of elastic. Now when we tied it over around, the knot now is coming out of your bracelet. So anytime you're stretching your bracelet, you're actually tightening that knot. So we'll give that a little snug up once again. And then to finish it off, to make sure it can't also slide, we're going to put a little bit of crazy glue or super glue of your choice on that knot. Just give the knot a little dab. You don't need a ton, just a little to hold it together and bond it in place. Then afterwards, once it's dry, clip down your strings till about like 1 or 2 millimeters big and slide that spacer bead over top. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content and it helped you, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos. I got lots of jewelry making tutorials out there. If you want a video on how to tie this knot a little slower with more detail, I'll link that over here for you to be able to watch that as well.